Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more, or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
You think you've got what it takes?
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Electric word life that means forever. That's my long time. And I'm gonna tell you, it's something else.
2 decades have shaped the world.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
These go to 11.
You experience the silence and the serenity, but then the suspense builds as you anticipate a field of 600 horsepower V8s dominating on NASCAR ovals. This is the OzOvals V8 Supercar Oval Racing Series. Are you ready?
And we are under green here at Phoenix Raceway. Oh, blown motor. Stick a fork in him, he's done. A little bit of karma being served up there, I think. Oh, they've taken each other out there across the infield. This is tragic.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome back for round 2 of the UES Group 2026 season. Brought to you by United Electrical and Essential Solutions, the OzOvals V8 Supercar Series, and our other sponsors, Everything Simulated, TWR Setups, 131 Web Radio Network, and brought to you on Inside Lane Productions. Kobe Jordan in behind the cameras, and in the booth tonight is myself, Paul Jackson, and James Watson. How you going tonight, James?
Oh, going all right. Looking forward to this one. It's our first sensible track of the season, past the chaos and the shenanigans and the usual mosh pit crashing of Daytona. These cars have always seemed to really race well around Charlotte, and I believe this is the first time in a while that we've come to Charlotte under the lights. I'm fairly certain we were in the daytime last season, so it'll be fun to watch everyone with the cooler tents and the higher speed and see how that's going to affect the racing.
Yeah, Charlotte's a pretty good track. Back on the 1.5 mile after last week we were at Daytona, which saw Ruben Phelps take home the first win of the season, Craig Roffey second, and Chris Finlay in third. But here we are tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and a night race, as you mentioned, 125 laps, roughly about 25 laps of fuel there, so several pit stops, 4 tyre sets, nice cool 24 degrees in the air, 26 on track. So definitely with that night and cool air, the track temp's pretty low there. But we have the championship points currently after round 1. So there you go. Ruben Phelps on top. Craig Roffey, Christopher Finlay, Peter Matheson, Troy Davidson, your top 5. Caleb O'Connor also tied on 5th there. Todd Maxfield, Daniel Blinko, Kim Roffey, and Nicholas Walsh there for your top 10. But keys to the race brought to you by Burling Motor Group. So throttle discipline off of turn 4. Well, I'm sure Kobe posted those somewhere. I've got to try and find them because a little bit slack on there. But yeah, just watching coming out of the exit and even over the trioval there, over the start line, you can get a little bit loose there as well, maybe. You just got to watch that cornering when you're side by side as well.
And then key number 2 is managing aero push in traffic. Charlotte is very weird about that. Charlotte always feels like it's narrower than most of the other cookie cutter mile and a half. So aero push seems to be a lot more significant here than, say, a Kansas and Atlanta, for example. So you're really going to have to be careful with that and keep that in mind as the tires start to wear.
And speaking of tyres wearing, tyre conservation over a run. So, yeah, the cooler track temps will help that a bit. So probably not needed as much, but always the tyre conservation. They'll drop off in time over the full stint. So hopefully we'll get that green flag run and have a good green flag race tonight with no cautions. But we'll be rolling over to qualifying in about 20 seconds. So practice at the moment, just wrapping up, and Ruben Phelps currently sitting quickest there in practice. But the AI predictions are back for another year, and they actually have Ruben Phelps coming home for first place tonight at Charlotte. So coming in hot after the opener at Daytona. Charlotte suits the style and smooth discipline, rarely abuses the tyres. Over 125 laps, usually the winner there. So Troy Davidson picked for second place there. Not flashy, but extremely effective at places like Charlotte. If this goes green for long stretches, Troy will be there for the final stint. And potentially steal it if Ruben gets bottled up. Well, I'm sure his emotions will get bottled up if he doesn't win it from first. But Craig Roffey for third place. Again, strong opening round at Daytona. And Charlotte rewards drivers who can manage traffic and restarts. Craig feels like a pretty safe podium pick tonight there. The watch list, we've got Andy Barber, Gary Wellman, Christopher Finlay, who had a podium last week as well. The bold call. So Andy Barber's the pick for the bold call. Late caution, 15 to go. Suddenly becomes the most dangerous car on the track. Well, hopefully the old internet connection there for the Barbers tonight won't be an issue.
Yeah, that was rough with both of them dropping at the same time in a position to maybe take the win too. That was just unbelievably disappointing to see.
Yeah, could have been a podium there for both of the Barbers last week. So hopefully they can put those cars on the podium tonight. We are underway for qualifying, and while that's going on, we've got our driver picks. So everyone tuning in tonight, put your picks in the chat for us, and let's see who you think's going to take the win at Charlotte. But we'll kick it off with Kobe.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, viewers. I'm going to go with the dark horse myself. I'm going to go with Barry Neal. As the saying goes, that ain't living, Barry. So bring it home for me, Barry. 022, keep an eye on him. Over to you, Paul. Who you got?
Well, you took me pick from last week, but only the first race there, and I know he doesn't like super speedways, but again, still pretty solid pick. Especially I know that he's got a lot of pace in the previous gen cars, so hopefully he's put some practice in and got those worked out. But my pick this week, we're going to go with the champ. You've messed that one up. you messed it up. You put the wrong one up there. The champ, Gary Wellman. Wellman's the champ. Alrighty, well, we're reversing picks, so Parry, you better do it for me. But there we go. The new paint job looks pretty good for Parry, and he did look like he had a bit of pace there in practice earlier. He was sitting around the top 5. So, well, now my pick's been forced on me, so let's go Parry.
Yeah, I guess I'm the one going with Wellman this time around. Not the worst pick, I suppose. And it's probably better for Perry that he doesn't get saddled with the Watson curse.
Well, I'm pretty cursed too, so good luck, Parry. But there you go. Parry, Gary, and Barry, the podium picks. So the Everything Simulated booth, we got that one picked out for you tonight. Parry, Gary, and Barry.
Hopefully this race doesn't get too hairy.
Well, I mean, we could just pass it over to Larry and we'll be out the door. So, anyways.
You think we're stretching this a bit too long? I think the folks watching at home might be a little wary.
Anyways, Kobe's sick of us already. So with that, Quali's wrapping up. We'll go to a quick ad break, and we'll be back with the Mike Gremlin Barber starting grid in just a moment.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance. Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1300 122 598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in tonight for round 2 of the UES Group 2026 Season A for the OzOvals V8 Supercar Series. And we have the Mike Gremlin Barber starting grid. So, taking pole, well, thanks for the pick change, because my pick's now on pole. So, Parry, good job there, alongside Kay Donnelly. Second row, I was going to say it was a Barber grid almost. The paint almost threw me off there, but Ryan Barber and Tom Pritchard. Third row, Gary Wellman and Nigel Patton. Fourth row, Adam Malone and Kim Roffey. Fifth row, Nicholas Walsh and Troy Davidson.
And on row 6, we have the 85 of Tony Roffey and the 68 of Wesley Few. Chris Finley in the 104 and Todd Maxfield in the 16 on row 7. Row 8 features the 194 of Andy Barber and the 173 of Peter Matson. Steve Hoppin in the 131 and Nick Burling in the 600 on row 9. Rounding out the top 20 is the 022 of Barry Neal and the 80 of Matthew Raymond. Ruben Phelps, the point leader in the 06, and Daniel Bleen in the 77 on row 11. Glenn Woomwell in the 11 and Scott McClintock in the 016 on row, I believe, 12. And row 13, rounding out the field, is Tyson Carey.
Alrighty, well, formation lap, pace car's out. About to go green for 125 laps here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Good to see, again, a couple of new drivers there on the grid there. You got Wesley Fuse joining us, Nick Burling back in the hot seat. So we'll see how they go tonight. Parry Anastakis going to be taking us to green flag. Kate Donnelly alongside as well. We might have to get Southern Stars maybe to paint their wheels so we can tell who's who, because that one's going to confuse us with those gremlin paints. The Sim boys are onto something there, but pace car off and we are going green flag when it drops now, and we're away. A little bit loose there for a couple of drives. Already 3 wide in the background. Right. Good jump there for Parry Anastakis. Ryan Barber to the inside, already round Kay Donnelly. And Wellman moving up.
Oh, black flag for Todd Maxfield.
Already? I can't see that on my end here. I wonder what that was for.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Maybe Cobes can get that one for us. We're going to a replay there, see if we can catch what happened. Cut right below the line there by the look of it, I think. Oh, that might have been Finley. Maybe Maxfield's done a pass before the line where we were 3 wide there. Yeah, it would have been Finley on the inside there. And yeah, the pass coming out on the inside. So unfortunate there for Maxfield.
Yeah,
Ryan Barber to the front there, James.
Yeah, it really didn't take him that long. It's not surprising. We're definitely used to Junior always trying to rush up to the front and lead as much as he can.
Well, he's almost got half a second. He's trying to push it out to half a second over Parry, so good car length there in between. And same back to Donnelly. So the front stretching out a little bit between the top three. Nigel Padden there on the inside of Kim Roffey. Tony Roffey in front, so a couple of road cars there to try and get through. So far, green flag. As green as the infield there.
Yeah, nothing too crazy right now. We're getting a few cars side by side battling, but all in a pretty big train right now.
Yeah, things will just settle in a bit. So probably not going to see too many passes in these early laps now that we've spread out a bit. Still a little bit further back. Nigel running the inside on a couple of cars there. Christopher Finlay on the back. Too wide in the back there. Tony Roffey, Kim Roffey. Christopher Finlay on the outside. But, pretty much in front of that, it's a single file. So.
It's anything but single file right here. Good Lord.
A few cars just a little bit further back, dropping off the pack. So just stretched out a little bit. Barry Neal, Ruben Phelps, Matty Ray there. And the next little group of cars. Wesley Fuse riding the wall there. I don't know if there was contact there, but he was pretty close to that. There's definitely contact there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and he gets it again. You know, back in the heart of the Nextel days, the walls around here at Charlotte were painted yellow. It looks like Wesley's trying to paint them pink.
Well, they'll definitely stand out on that white wall with the pink scrapes along it. Nick Burling there, Tony Roffey having at it at the moment. Nick Burling through on the inside. Looks like that outside run's got a bit of pace though to it. So couldn't quite get the pass done through the inside there. And looks like Parry Anastakis is coming back on Junior now. So he's closed that gap up to just a 10th. So just let Ryan run off with it, and he's pulled him back, and a few other cars just in the background there. Kim Roffey moving up through the field. So we're going double file once again. Tom Pritchard trying to hold on to that spot with Kim Roffey around the outside, Adam Malone in behind. Everyone's trying to get into that top 5 at the moment. We've got a bit of a race on here for the top 5.
And a bow for the lead. Perry's moved to the inside of Junior. And he makes them done.
Got the pass done. Maybe a little strategy there. Maybe just let those tyres warm up and settle in there for the first sort of 10 or so laps. And also Junior went out there pretty hard, so we'll see on the replay there that pass. And that was the retake there for Parry and Astakis. So Junior will stick with him. We'll see how this goes on. But we're probably coming towards halfway through the first stop here. If the numbers were right, we had about 25 laps of fuel. So another few laps and we should be getting our first pit stop shortly.
Yeah, I wonder what fuel mileage is going to look like. If I remember correctly, I think that a lot of them were pitting around lap 43 or so, and that was with the races being around 100 laps. So a lot of them were trying to see if they can stretch it a few laps more to get to an even 50 and one stop it. Tonight the race is longer. It's 125 laps now. So I think as long as you can get to lap 42 on this first stint, at least you will be able to set yourself up well. The nice even two-stop strategy.
Well, I think Andy Barber might be doing a little bit of fuel saving maybe at the back, because just watched he gave up a few spots there. So Barry Rubes and Matty Ray went on by Andy. So he's just sort of cruising around the back there at the moment. And we'll see if we can catch that on the audio. I don't have the audio of the broadcast going, so yeah. Definitely some fuel saving going on back there at the back of the field. So we'll see. He's got a strategy worked out for Wellman. And there goes Matty Ray on the inside of Nick Burling now. Gonna make that pass. Almost contact, washing right up, but managed to keep that off the wall. So a little save there. Back at the front though, Ryan Barber still holding Parry and Astakis there. Hasn't run off with it, but about a half a second back to Cade Donnelly there in third. And Wellman running up there in fourth. So definitely a few spots there back to Andy Barber at the moment. Both those drivers didn't have a very good run for the first round at Daytona. But, anything can happen at Daytona, and that's what happened.
That it did.
So, yeah, pretty much still single file, but Barry Neal, Ruben Phelps pushing their way through this field at the moment. On the inside there of Nigel Padden now. This is where...
rewind right now.
There's a few hanging out the top there, keeping that car off the wall this time. But, this is where Barry comes alive with his 1.5s and Ty saving and Ruben Phelps sticking right with him. So it's going to be two drivers there to watch out for, I think. There's Ryan Barber at the moment. He's got Parry and Astakis on his bumper. So Ryan's made the pass once again for the race lead. So Ryan and Parry back and forth. Full position change for the race lead. Kim Roffey with Christopher Finlay, Troy Davidson and Nicholas Walsh all behind. So the Sim Boys lined up there, putting the pressure on. Christopher Finlay looking for the inside. Going to try and make that pass.
You all got Matty Raymond going to the outside of Tony Raffi. He's not quite able to clear Tony. He's kind of parked behind the 68. Now he's dropping down to the inside, trying to get by Wesley before he tries that move on Tony again.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I would have thought Matty Ray would have stuck with Barry and Rubes there, but caught up in a little bit of traffic on the way through. And Rubes looking for a cheeky look at Barry Neal, but tucks back inside. And Troy Davidson now to the inside of Kim Roffey, going to make that pass stick. And gets that job done. So coming up lap 25, we'll see how accurate those fuel numbers are. Hopefully we'll get the green flag pit stops coming and see who makes the mistakes there. Oh, like Kim Roffey getting real close to the wall there.
And also these two got pretty close themselves. Oh boy.
Harry and Ryan side by side. Have at it, boys. We're only 25 laps into 125 and lead change between these two. I think they want to be the one that leads the most laps here, both of these two. So we'll have to see who gets that one done after the race. But we've rolled over 26 laps, so whoever was on the fuel statistics there, you're gonna have to fire them, Cobes. AI, okay, that explains it all.
Wait, when did AI say we were going to be pitting? Oh, boy, wow.
Well, maybe now we're about halfway through this fuel run.
Yeah, I'm thinking at least another 15 laps before we see people making pit stops. Now we got a Simboys battle going hard between, I think, Finley, Walsh, and Maxfield. No, Troy.
Yeah,
it's gonna take a minute to learn these new paint schemes, especially when you can't see the wheels at the particular camera angle you're using.
Well, the Simboys train, and there's Barry Neal and Ruben Phelps on the way through as well. Gonna get that pass done on Kim Roffey. So, bit of a gap there from the front of the Simboys train to Adam Malone. About 2 seconds almost. So, Barry to the inside, trying to get the pass started on Nicholas Walsh. It'll be hard to try and pass the train of the Simboys. Phelpsy was going to stick it up the inside then of Neal. Looking real close there. I feel like we should be having another picture here. All right. Kobe's just messing with us in the booth.
He's taking revenge for those awful puns from the start of the show.
Well, if you couldn't see the wheels before, James, if you're watching now, you definitely won't be able to see them with the size of the picture we've got to look at.
Remember when everyone had paint schemes where we could easily know on first glance who it was. Yeah, good times.
Once upon a time. And then everyone just wanted to mess with us. Well, Neil's passed 2 of 3 sim boys. And he's looking for the pass on Troy Davidson. Got Nigel Paddington tucked in behind there, behind Phelps as well, trying to get through a few cars. Barry Neal to the front of this pack now. So looking to chase down Adam Malone there in 8th, I think it was. That's 7th. 6th. I've lost me tower because Cobes is taking it out on me. There it is.
Hey, there it is.
Who's that on the inside there pitting?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Hopper?
I don't know. Steve's a lap down right now, and
Oh, I feel like that's definitely Hoppet there. So just cruising in around the inside there. I believe he's battling a cold at the moment, so probably not feeling the best too for racing tonight. But, back at the front, Harry's back in front of Ryan again. So the lead change has happened once more. And Phelps has got his way past Barry Neal as well. So he's looking to stretch his legs now and try and chase down Adam Malone. And Matty Ray looking to make the pass on Troy Davidson as well. Trying to get through. We might go for a quick ad break, and hopefully we'll get back and we'll catch the start of our pit lane transitions. So everyone tuning in, don't go away. We'll be right back.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance, look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uests.com.au or call 1300 122 598 to learn more, or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone, and once again thanks for tuning in for round 2 of the UES Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series, and our pit stops are now underway. So Got a few cars coming down pit lane. Parry and Astakis. Nick Burling there. So Ryan Barber staying out. At the moment, nice good stop there for Parry.
So now this is really interesting with strategy because everyone pitting right now, you're gonna have to make another final splash and go if we stay green, because pitting again at meatball for the 68.
I don't know why, but my results for some reason don't show that anymore. Flags. So I don't know if iRacing's done an update on that one, which is very weird. Maybe someone can help me out with that.
Now, everyone that's still out and hasn't pitted yet, I think they'll be able to be good on just one more stop. So it's just Ryan Barber, Perry Anastakis, and a couple others are going to be in that stage where they might be doing the caution dance with 20 to go if we haven't gotten a caution yet.
We'll have to have a look there. So, Kate Donnelly, the new race leader at the moment, getting that bonus point. He's coming straight into pit lane, so he pulled that up pretty quick, and Wellman taking over the race lead for the bonus points now.
Yeah, very good pit entry from Cade. This is not an easy pit road to get on. Just saw someone get way sideways in the back. I think that's Andy. Yeah, you see, it's a lot harder than any of the other cookie cutters because you got the wall right there. You really have to be careful about it.
Well, I still feel like they're potentially going to need another stop, but no, we're closing down on the halfway to the race slowly, so we'll have to see how that works out. I think Steve Hoppett's going to be retiring from the race there. So, it's all right, Steve. Got out there, turned a few laps, and get some points for the championship. So, you're feeling better.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can have a nice longer run and.
Yeah, it's a bummer, but always happy to have you back on track. See Walsh on pit exit. Wellman bringing it in. Adam Malone is also going to be pitting.
Everyone a lap down, so they'll get their laps back. Wellman merging into pit bay there pretty well with the car leaving, so didn't overshoot that one, or a little bit of caution there coming through, but Ryan Barber there should be able to gain back the race lead. So looks like we've got Todd Maxfield there in the mix, who's a lap down behind Ryan. And then you got Kate Donnelly sitting there in second. Parry Nastakis has dropped back to third. And Tom Pritchard in fifth. So there's Wellman coming out of pit lane now. So it's going to get set back a little bit. Matty Raymond up to sixth. So Matty Ray's had a pretty good pit stop there.
Yeah, an incredible pit cycle for Matty Raymond. We saw him saving fuel towards the back of the pack, and now he is solidly in the top 5. And Phelps not that far behind him, very near as well.
This will be a nice little strong pack here for them to chase down the front 5 there. So if anyone can do it, there's a few drivers in this second pack here that'll be able to catch on. Put the pressure up on the front there. Tim Ruffy under pressure. Ruffy, who's that? The 11, Glenn Wormwell. Matson made that pass on Glenn Wormwell. Looks like Andy Barber wanted to come through as well. And it's further back in the field for 17th, 16th, 17th, 18th. Ooh. Okay, Glenn got real close to the back of Matson then.
Yeah, we got some wild racing here too with Perry and Tom up here in the top 4. They're right behind, I think it might be a lap car. I'm not sure who that is in front of them.
Yeah, Todd Maxfield, so up down, but I think he's got to the front of Ryan Barber, so he'll be on the lead lap, but it's a long way around again. And the moment we've all been waiting for at home. Tyson Carey's foot cam. Look at that footwork go. That foot braking. We need to see him start clutching and get the right foot on the brake and gas pedal there. Ryan Barber sitting pretty comfy up the front there. And Phelps has made the move on Matty Ray up to the top 5 now. So that gap is closing on this pack.
Yeah, that second group and Cade are going to be the ones to watch for me because they're only going to have to make one more stop. They're not really going to have to worry about it, if at all. Maybe a little bit of fuel save just to make sure. But if you're Perry and Ryan, they pitted a bit too early to where it's going to be close. So those two might have to make a splash and go in the closing laps. To see Ruben making the pass on Perry, getting up into 4th.
Nicely done there. Just wonder if Perry's maybe doing the fuel conserve this run and trying to help out towards that last stop, maybe. We know he's got the pace there. He's set that car on pole and he's having a good battle up the front with Junior before, but looks like he's just maybe a bit more conservative drive at the moment. Pritchard going real wide there as Phelps comes through on the inside. And Phelpsy up to 3rd now.
It's definitely one of the more single file races I think I've ever seen in this series. As you saw Tom maybe looking to the inside of Ruben trying to get that spot back, but Ruben shuts the door because he was looking at trying to get second off of Cade.
Yeah, well, maybe the even though it's a night race and cooler temps, maybe it's still a bit of a tyre race here, and that's what we've been seeing with the even fuel race as well. So that's probably why we've seen a bit more single file racing than two wide action, but we're certainly getting that at the front now. As if we've come through from the back of the field to the front, and Phelpsy there alongside Tom Pritchard, not quite able to get through and slot back in behind. Junior just happy sitting there behind Todd Maxfield as well, probably trying to use Todd Maxfield to save a bit more fuel as well himself. Play a bit more of a smarter strategy here in this second run.
Yeah, just trying to keep an eye out and see if there's any other battles going on. Meanwhile, it looks like a battle between Neil and Matty Ray for position.
Side by side, Neil around the outside, trying to get that run off the wall and use that wall draft. And looks like he's got that pace down. He's going to get the pass done on Matty Ray. Further back, there's a bit of a battle between Matson and Daniel Blinko there. They've been side by side for quite a while. So just fallen back in behind, hasn't been able to get the pass done for Matson.
There was a little bit of a blink there too from somebody.
Yeah, I think that was Carey. So you got Wesley Fuge.
Using too much bandwidth on the foot cam.
Well, at least it's not 4K foot cam for us. Tom Pritchard having a bit of a look on Donnelly, but not able to do anything just yet. Let's say we're probably just going to be sitting here for a bit now with this train at the front here. Matty Ray looking for the outside on Barry Neal, but let's say we're probably not going to be getting too many passes happening here in the top sort of 6 here. Although in saying that, Phelps sending it right up the side.
Oh my God!
Woo. That was a big send there, getting the run up alongside Tom Pritchard. We'll go to replay on that one. Have a look at this. The gap was there, and then he just stuck it straight in there. Got a little bit of a wiggle off the line there, but managed to hold on to that. Come flying, and it's like, look out, Tom, I'm coming through.
There was literally enough room to make that move and nothing else.
Well, now he's on a mission here. He's got Donnelly now on the inside there, and Tom Pritchard looking to try and follow through as well on the back of Phelps. And Junior looked like he was stuck there behind Maxfield, but enough gap there to pop out. So going to put Maxfield down a lap again.
Whoa.
juniors thought that's enough fuel savings, time to go. Phelps is on the charge here. He's come up through the field. He's up to second now, so we've got to go for it. Earlier pit stops before we're coming up about 30 laps almost from when they stopped, so probably looking at about another 10-15 laps that we might start seeing our pit stops come in again, that final stop. Top 5 now making their way through on Todd Maxfield. So we might see a bit more racing going on. Looks like Peter Matz and Nicholas Walsh into pit road now. So they're the first ones to maybe stop.
Very early stops. I don't think it might necessarily just be for fuel and tires. It looks like there's a bit of damage there on the right front of Walsh's car.
I'll chuck it in reverse here and just see if I can have a look at what happened, maybe. Didn't really see anything. Actually, there, something happened with Walsh. He was down on the apron. He's come.
Oh, and he just left the building.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. So lap 65, he's come out of turn 4 straight into the wall. So that was the damage on the right front there. And then made it a little bit hard to try and get around turn 1 and 2. About Matson, so maybe he thought it was just time to pit. He could have maybe thrown a spanner in the works there for him.
Well, it looks like they're lighting up on that outside lane. Phelps has fallen back a couple spots. Pritchard was able to join his teammate up there, and now Donnelly makes his way past and is looking to the outside of Pritchard.
Southern Stars 1-2. They're looking for the run from last week that could have been. And a little bit further back, they've got Adam Malone there as well, back in 7th. A couple of Sim Boys cars there. You got the SRM boys there. You got Neil by himself, so battle of the teams in the Lone Dog at the moment, up the front here.
It's the battle of the teams and that one dude.
Hold my bear, I'm going in. Barry, I'm going. Need to get him a paint going again, but I don't know if we'll get the old team band going again, since unfortunately Monday night, I think it was, got canned. I was looking forward to doing some more racing again, but driver numbers didn't happen there, unfortunately.
Oh, meanwhile, we got, I think Adam Malone's internet connection is starting to strike again like it used to.
Well, Phelpsy's making the move on the inside again on Tom Pritchard. Real close. No contact, but using all of the track there. And it's going to have to run through the corner there. Should be able to close that door off on that outside run. Kate Donnelly looking to try and, come through on Tom Pritchard. Phelpsy looking for that inside. Trying to do the same move he done to Pritchard on Ryan Barber, but wasn't quite enough gap there. Even got the headlight flashes going on there from Phelps, trying to distract Ryan Barber in the front. He'll be doing some rear view racing and probably wouldn't like those flashes going on. No.
And look at how close they are. Like, they're almost bump drafting each other. It's like we left Daytona a week ago.
Well, we're now at Chartona.
Yeah. Don't give NASCAR any ideas now.
That doesn't work, does it? That was terrible. Well, I was going to say it sounded like sharp, to be honest. And we got someone coming down pit road. I didn't quite catch who that was.
Nick Burling.
There we go. Right. Coming up lap 80, so 45 laps to go. And Burling making the stop. Someone coming out there. Wesley Fuge on the apron.
Leslie's driving a modified. Yeah, there's no front bumper on that 68.
No front bumper there. Catch the replay on that one. See what happened.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
So, kept that car rolling. Pressure there. A little bit of a push there from Tyson Carey.
Yeah, I heard Tyson apologize for something. I think we figured out what it was.
Okay, Donnelly's moved up back into third. Got the pass done on Tom Pritchard. Matty Ray up to 5. Neil just dropping back a spot.
Oh, there's contact! Pritchard right up into the wall! And Neil! There's no caution coming
yellow.
out. Should I throw the caution?
Where's still green flag?
Should I throw the caution or what? Okay, no caution.
Go to the replay. Have a look what happened here. So,
oh, wow.
That's very interesting. Looked like Tom come in a bit hot to the corner and just tried to maybe check up for Cade, and the car just snapped on him.
Yeah, he like bumped Cade's car and it just shot his car up into Matty Ray. Matty Ray able to hold on to it. Tom, unfortunately, it snaps back up the wall, back down into Barry, and then up into the wall again.
Unfortunately, there probably a meatball on that car for a tyre for Barry as well. Sparks were coming off that.
Meanwhile, Matty Raymond has brought it to pit road. Tony Raffi just disconnected with with connection issues. Sounds like Junior's bringing it down right now.
Phelps to the lead. So there we go. Ryan Barber into pit lane. So Phelps will get that bonus point now, leading the lap. You know, Ryan was pretty good through the pit stops last time because he come out in front. So should be able to get back out there in front once all the stops have transitioned.
Andy coming this time.
There we go.
Oh, caution is out.
Ooh.
I'm not sure
Thin.
what actually brought it out. I'm not seeing anyone parked or anything.
I'm going to bring up Matty Ray into the booth. How you going, Matty?
G'day, mate. How you going?
Yeah, good, good. Do you know what brought that caution out for us?
I got no idea. I know that right before it, Malone and Neil got tangled up, but that didn't seem to bring out the yellow, so I'm not sure. That's why I dive for pit lane. But yeah, I got no idea. There's no car around, nothing like that, no.
Alrighty. I'm just trying to find it myself here. I'll do the work for Cobes. So, James, you have a chat there with Matty Ray. How this race is going, and I'll see if we can find that caution.
Yeah, unfortunately, that caution coming out right now, it really hasn't done you any favors there.
It's not a good thing, but I'm lucky dog, I think. Well, looks, if I snag the dog, it won't be too bad. But yeah, worst timing in the world. My sort of luck, mate. If I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any. Sometimes.
Yeah, and thankfully you there's only going to be a couple cars around you, so you didn't lose a whole lot of positions. It looks like you're still going to be in the top 10 when you get the lucky dog. So for all intents and purposes, it worked out as well as it could have in this scenario.
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, we'll have to drop to the end now anyway, so I would get a splash on juice and tyres will be okay. They've only done a lap or so we'll be alright, man.
Well, I was just having a look. I haven't quite found the caution yet, but Tom Pritchard in pit lane had a massive moment.
Was it Pritchard or Malone maybe? Yeah, someone had a big moment and got the wall pretty hard behind me by the looks, so. Yeah, fingers crossed. We'll see how the rest of this one turns out.
Alrighty, so I got the moment the pace car lights come on, so let me just find what's happened on track. Which I can't actually see anything on. Oh, there we go. Tyson Carey on
there you go.
lap 83 is on the infield there. Looks like it's come out of pit lane and he's caught the curb out of pit lane and spun it. So I'd say that's what's brought out the caution there.
Yeah, talking to the guys over the radio chat, Tyson did say, he's like, I think it might have been me.
Yeah. Well, that'll be the caution there, but
it's not looking too bad, boys. Pit lane closed on me. Might still be in the top 10 here, I think.
Yeah, in fact, it looks like you're
5th, maybe?
So far,
yeah.
Nah, it's telling me to let people pass now, so I'll be end of the lead lap, guys. I think.
Alrighty, well, thanks for jumping in the booth there, Matty Ray. Good luck for the rest of the race. Hopefully we'll be talking to you again.
Yeah, we'll a little bit disadvantaged now over some of these boys, but we'll see what we got for them at the end.
Alrighty, well, pace car lights are off. We've got Ruben Phelps taking us to green. Gary Wellman's worked his way up to second. That's gave Adam Malone a chance to close that 2-second gap that was in front of him. He's back up in there in 4th. Daniel Blinko's jumped all the way up to 6th as well. So nicely done there. But we are back underway. Lap 88 after our first caution here for the night. Ruben Phelps getting a nice jump. Wellman already looking for the inside on Phelps. And Wellman's just on the go, so he's not holding back this time. He's gone. He's got the pass done. He's out the front, and he wants to win this race. Get one up his sleeve over Andy Barber. Sitting there back in 9th at the moment. He's going to have to do a little bit of work. Car blinking in the background there as well. So Brian Barber, Andy Barber linked up, so hopefully those boys can push their way through.
Yeah, you see Matty Ray battling hard with Dana Blinko right now. Blinko's showing some good pace right now. Meanwhile, I think Malone and Donnelly are side by side.
Yep, Malone on the inside there. Not quite able to, that outside run just comes back around pretty nicely. So close that gap up. Still looking there. He's all over the back of Donnelly, so he wants to try and get the pass done.
Yeah, everyone's still single file. This is a long run to the checker. This is basically going to be full fuel stint if we don't get any more cautions. But as I say that, here comes Malone diving to the inside of Kane. He's going to get the spot.
Well, couldn't have two sim boys up in the podium there, so got sim boys, SRM and Southern Stars there, all fighting for the win tonight here at Charlotte.
You see Phelps, he's jumped to the outside.
Trying to make that outside work. We've seen it work well for the run around when the inside car's trying to make the pass, but haven't really seen too many passes around the outside yet.
Yeah, and he's got to get this pass done ASAP. The more laps he turns, the more he just absolutely cooks his tires up there. He almost had him clear. He does now, just barely.
Troy Davidson looking for the same. Matty Ray as well on the outside. So that outside line's starting to come alive for those passes. Ooh, thought Padden was going to stick it in the middle there of the Sim Boys. Go for the old Sim Boy sandwich, but maybe thought better of that one.
Meanwhile, you see almost everybody side by side behind Phelps.
Well, definitely a good place to be if you're Phelps at the moment.
Yeah, he's working both lines, but this time Wellman gets a good run into turn one. He had the nose alongside, but Ruben able to wrap the bottom so well.
And that's opening it for Malone, trying to come through now on the inside. Malone trying to work his way up to second. Not quite able to. Still side by side with Wellman.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're Phelps. You want to see those two just throwing haymakers at each other. Oh, boy. Mother
I don't know
of
how
God.
Wellman wasn't inside Malone then. That blinky was right there. So
It's been a while since we've seen Adam's internet connection like this. Like, usually if it does blink, it's just like a quick little blink. Nothing too crazy. You know where he is at all times, but that was not good. And I think Gary nearly made this Chartona with that.
I was going to say I could have swore that a Southern Stars car just dumped on the Simboys car, but that would have been a pretty sharp thing. But we kept going. So Phelps, Malone, Wellman, Donnelly, Troy Davidson, Nigel Padden. Got a bit of a train there. We've got 3 Simboys cars there in the top 5.
Yeah, this is a really strong run for them right now. You see Malone starting to get closer and closer back to Phelps. See Gary starting to fall back. I wonder if we just burned the tires a little too much trying to hang on the outside around Malone, hold on to second, because now he's on the verge of losing third.
Well, we're into our final 25 to go. And things are pretty hot and spicy at the front. Anyone wants the race lead, but sort of settled down a little bit for the moment. And
yeah, and
saying that, things are going a little bit pear-shaped in the back there. I think Troy Davidson just having a moment, and Matty Ray's up around the outside. Nigel Padden on the inside of Kay Donnelly.
Yeah, he made a big move on Cade going into 3. See Gary slide up right in front of Cade. Don't know if that's going to help him or hurt him. Oh, Nigel just keeps the nose right there. Make Cade have to hesitate just a little bit, but he was able to get to the bottom and shut the door. And that's going to help give Matty Raymond a run.
Yeah, it's hard to pick a line, isn't it? Like, they've both got benefits, and that outside line just can't quite keep the momentum going sometimes.
Yeah, it kind of varies. Like, you saw Phelps able to use it to perfection to get the lead off of Wellman, but then Wellman wasn't able to hold off Malone, and now it just looks like he's starting to go backwards even more. So I think it was worth a lot there in the early part of the stint, but now as the tires are starting to wear and the extra hurt you put on them from running that line, it just doesn't seem viable to make the pass. But you see, Matty Raymond was able to make up a few spots through all that, get back up into P5.
Ooh, bit of a moment in the second pack there. Wesley Fuge taking the infield, trying to take a shortcut. Hopefully we don't see the caution come out again from this second pack. But Scott McClintock there on the outside, Wesley Fuge on the inside. A little bit of contact there that sent him off.
Yeah, happened to take the front stretch chicane going to Rovalin. Meanwhile, just as it seemed like Phelps was starting to get a little breathing room, Malone is all the way back on him. And now he's got Donnelly and Patton to worry about.
Malone looking like he's trying to look for that inside, but not quite close enough there to get the run on the inside. Phelps shutting that door.
Meanwhile, Wellman is in trouble. He's fallen back to 9th at the very tail end of this lead pack. His saving grace is Andy is about 2 seconds behind.
Well, definitely not the way those boys would have been wanting this race to go again for them. So Wellman looked like he was going to have a pretty good, solid result, but he's fallen back to Andy Barber there. Both still inside the top 10, so not a long season to go yet, but Phelps has definitely come on strong the start of this season.
Yeah, but going into turn 1, Malone almost got the position on him. He got to the inside, but Phelps was able to drive it in hard enough to where he was able to close that door in the center of the corner. But he's got to keep an eye on it, because I feel like at this point in the race, with how worn their tires are, if you get to the outside, I don't know if you're going to be able to hold on to that position if you're Phelps.
Well, still 15 to go. It's a lot of laps to hold on to as well. So, especially when you're looking in that rearview mirror, you got Adam Malone right on your bumper, and then you got Kate Donnelly, Nigel Patton, Matty Ray there as well. Daniel Blinko just sitting back, waiting to pounce on all of these guys at the front. So, waiting for the mistakes to happen. Those laps are slowly ticking away. We're coming down. Kobe's getting excited.
Yeah, didn't quite see what he got so excited about. I imagine it got pretty close again between our lead cars. Meanwhile, Raymond is.
I was thinking he saw the laps to go and was like, "Oh yes."
Meanwhile, Matty Ray, he's able to make good pace on the outside. He jumped up there himself, and he might just clear Nigel Patton for 4th. He does, and now he's got a great run for Donnelly for 3rd.
I feel like that's going to stall out. He's kind of got to get to that inside. He's got the run, but yeah, not quite enough for Donnelly there. So had to get that door shut on Patton. But looks like he's still opting for a bit of a midline there, trying to use that, and he's going to let Patton back into this if he's not careful.
Yeah, but at the same time, it might just be where he wants to run. Oh, but you see this time Malone, he's got to the inside. Oh, he could hold it though, but he jumps out again. Oh boy.
Not quite. I was looking at that and I was wondering if Phelps is trying to maybe pull Matty Ray through on that outside a little bit. He was sort of sitting out a bit, and there you go. You can see that again, but he's got to watch that of Malone and behind, because if he pulls out and Malone's got that run, then he's going to lose that inside line as well. So be careful there. Daniel Blinko around the outside as well. I think that's a lap. That's Ryan Barber. So Ryan Barber's coming through the inside here.
Yeah, Junior's going, remember me?
Yeah, he's come back from nowhere. The old tyre saving's been going on, and he's making his way through. He's got a few laps to do it, so here he comes. Those fresh tyres. He's got to find that opening to be able to make that pass.
Meanwhile, here we go. We are now fully side by side. See Malone's just starting to edge out just a little bit. Oh, that was so close to the line. Whoa, Malone slid up a little bit. He slid up about half a lane. That's going to allow Phelps to clear again.
Ooh, and look at this, the tow with Matty Ray. Not quite able to get past Malone either. But they're trying to make that outside line in the draft work.
Yeah, that worked out really well for them that time. It looked like Phelps was able to pour enough dirty air on the front of Malone's car to cost him a little bit of space, which you saw Matty Ray get just about a nose ahead as they went down the front stretch.
He's got the clear. If he had have pulled in on that straight before the corner.
Whoa, he got a bump. He got a bump for Barber.
I mean, the problem is here, the pace that Ryan Barber's got.
Ooh.
Matty Ray's holding that pace up at the moment, but he's got to try and play the block game maybe a little bit. And patting into the wall.
Into the wall, and he smacks it again.
Troy Davidson coming through on that.
Raymond has been so close to clearing Malone the last couple laps. He almost had it done going into turn one the last time. Will he be able to get it done? No.
Not quite. Ooh.
Ooh, that got real close off a corner exit.
Playing with contact there. No. Ryan Barber's got nowhere to go at the moment. He's got all that pace and he's stuck. So he's either got to look for that middle there between them, or he's got to try and get that push of Matty Ray through so he can try and have that run around the outside.
And Matty Ray's got to be careful. He can't give Barber an opportunity to shoot through the middle. There was a couple times where he slid up a little bit through the center of the corner. Oh, Barber all over him. He gave him a bump again.
Those laps are ticking. 4 laps to go. Okay, Donnelly's coming for the inside. Oh, big wash up. Matty Ray in the wall.
Way high. Wow, I'm not quite sure what happened there. Malone had Donnelly to his inside, then just went another lane higher. Matty Raymond not happy about that. That's taking him out of top 3 contention right now.
Even top 5, so...
Yeah, down to P6.
Well, Ruben's got almost half a second back to Donnelly, so he's got a little bit of breathing room. And coming up 2 laps to go. Next time round, we'll get the white flag. Let's chop Junior back a little bit as well, so... We're going to see Ruben Phelps 2 from 2. We've got another lap and a half to go.
Now can Troy see if he can try to sneak the top 3 for Ryan? He dives to the inside! How in the world did he do that? I didn't think he was going to have enough room.
Ooh, he's
Meanwhile,
squeezing it through. Trying to make it a Sim Boys 2-3.
He's trying. White flag.
He's through. He's got the push from Malone. He's through it. He's going to make his way up to the third.
Oh, look at Kane. He has come out of nowhere. He almost got to the back of Phelps. Oh, there's contact between Matty Ray and, I think, Barber. And Phelps wins. And oh, there's all kinds of flyways coming over the line. Yeah, Ruben Phelps going back to back to start out the season.
Check to the replay just for the final lap moments. We got, looks like he sent it in there. That could be a slap on the wrist there for Matty.
Yeah, he was definitely not happy about the contact there a few laps ago, and he definitely made that clear on the last lap. It'll be interesting how race control rules that. Glad I'm not one of the stewards.
Well, yes, you did, Sarah. You picked Phelpsy for the win, so good job there. And we screwed up in the booth because I think Kobe actually had Phelpsy for a pick, and then we had to go with the master plan with the Parry Gary Barry that just didn't work out tonight. So, but we'll be right back with the results in a few minutes. So don't go away.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Thanks for tuning in for round 2 here at Charlotte Motor Raceway for the UES Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series, and we have the official results there on screen. So Ruben Phelps, the Kiwi, has done it yet again. 2 from 2. Last week a win at Daytona and another week this week at Charlotte. Cade Donnelly joining him on the podium for a second place finish, and Troy Davidson sneaking on through for a third place podium. Adam Malone just outside there. Ryan Barber in your top 5. Matty Ray in 6th. Nigel Padden 7th. Daniel Blinko 8th. Andy Barber 9th. And Parry Nastakis your top 10.
And then we have Kim Rafi bringing it home in 11th. Todd Maxfield, Gary Wellman, Scott McClintock, and Tyson Carey round out the top 15. Peter Matson, Chris Finley, Nick Burling, Tony Rafi, Nicholas Walsh, the top 20. And then rounding out the field, we have Barry Neal, Wesley Fugue, Glenn Woomwell, Tom Pritchard, and Steve Hoppett.
Alrighty, well, there's our results for round 2 here at Charlotte. We'll kick off the TWRS Victory Lane podium, and the interview starting here in the Everything Simulated booth. So we have third place Troy Davidson. How you going, Troy?
Yeah, good Jacko, yeah. Not a bad result in the end. I was a bit worried halfway through the race here. I was on my own in no man's land with using a heap of fuel, but yeah, the yellow saved me life and managed to get a podium at the end there, mate, which I was pretty happy with.
Yeah, it was looking pretty promising for a couple of you sim boys. All had some good runnings there, but Gary obviously dropping back a bit, so maybe a bit of tyre wear early on in the fight there from the restart, and obviously, yeah, didn't quite have the pace to maintain with those tyres. But yeah, you found yourself come through and put on the moves there at the end to get a podium spot.
Yeah, I think just the at the start there, the above the seam. If you was above the seam, you're in a world of pain. You sort of had to try to get the pace, and I think you just scrubbed the tyres too much. And I sort of went backwards a bit with Gaz, and then I seen the others coming down low, and I thought, oh, I'm just going to try to cool the temperatures down and go down low, and yeah, managed to sort of come back through, which was good towards the end. But yeah, I think that's where Gaz went wrong as well. Just stayed up the top there too long, and yeah, that was the end of that.
Yeah, we were looking at those lines, and I mean the outside line out of the corner seemed to have the run, but through the corner was pretty hard to try and hold on to it. So the inside line seemed the better choice.
Yeah, I think as long as you could be too wide, but you just had to be under the seam. If you sort of drifted, if you didn't quite get it right and drift above the seam, and that's where I found getting in a bit of trouble.
Oh, good to see you on the podium once more, and yeah, good result there for round 2. So early season and a podium spot, so got to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, stoked, mate. Yeah, it's a pretty competitive field this year, so I think you just sort of any result in the top 10, you're doing pretty well. So yeah, happy to get off to a couple of good races, reasonable start anyway.
Yeah, well, the season kickoff hasn't gone the way for some drivers, and others having some pretty good results. So it's the long game anyway. If you can keep finding yourself in that top 5 at least, then you're probably going to be pretty happy in where you're sitting at the moment.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the key. It always is the consistency in it, and yeah, it's sort of a little bit of mix up at the moment. But I mean, Daytona, you can't read too much into that. I mean, anything can salvage out of that's a bonus. And tonight was a pretty good race. Sort of pretty bit of strategy and then a bit of yellow at the end. But yeah, early days in it, so anything can happen.
Yeah, that's it. Well, we'll let you have a shout out to your sponsors.
Yeah, geez, Jacko, yeah, United Electrical and Hot Toddy Heating Stalls and Sim Boys, the team itself. We love racing each week, and Stoke Series is back, and all the associated sponsors of this series. It's one of the best, I reckon. So yeah, keep it up.
Alrighty, thanks, Troy, and hopefully we'll see you back in the booth with us in races to come.
Cheers, Jacko. Yep, thanks, mate.
Cheers, mate. That was Troy Davidson coming home third for Charlotte for round 2. We'll pass you over to James for second place.
Okay, James in the booth, you got a copy.
Copy.
Well, how about that? It was a heck of a race out there for you. Good to bounce back after Daytona.
Yeah, that didn't happen. Yeah, it was that was good racing. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was a really fascinating race. It seemed like fuel mileage was a bit of concern early on before we finally got that first caution.
Yeah, look, I think everyone was wary of the fuel game, and everyone was trying to maximise it, of course, I reckon. And I just, once I knew I was safe, and everyone else, I think, was on the same page, just the race pace upped, and yeah, away we went.
Yeah, and take us through what the racing was like after we got the cautions and everyone was throwing haymakers at each other there at the end. It seemed like everyone was packed up, but at the same time it was still hard to pass.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I was quite content just to continue to fuel save because I still wasn't quite sure what was going to happen. And then it started getting a bit hot, and I was like, well, if I don't retaliate with a bit of heat, I'm just going to get pushed to the curb, you know. So I was like, yeah, it was getting pretty tight, but it was all clean and it was fair, so couldn't really ask for any better racing, really.
Yeah, and finally, take us through the final lap. You almost just snookered it right at the end. Like, you came out of nowhere. I'm like, where the hell did he come from?
Yeah, I was eyeballing it. But, yeah, to sort of, you know, it wasn't a case of win or bin. It was, I just wanted to finish. From last week was a complete hack show. So, yeah, I did definitely come up onto Ruben, but you know, Ruben drove a good race, so we didn't want to really sort of jeopardise both of our races with a dick move. Excuse me, a bad move.
Well, it was still awesome and really exciting for all of us to watch. Fantastic run to get the momentum going. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout outs before we let you go?
It's been a while, mate. I can't remember. Yeah, no, Sim Boys, of course. Hot Toddy's Heating Installs, and Walshy there at United Electrical. And, of course, you guys.
All right, we appreciate you, Kate, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Cheers, mate.
Alrighty, well, that was Kate Donnelly coming home second for Charlotte. So now the man of the moment here in the TWRS Victory Lane, we have Ruben Phelps. How you going, Ruben?
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Smiling ear to ear, I bet.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, again, we said last week when you come home first at Daytona, that you know, good start for the season, and obviously last season was pretty hard to get some podiums for you. But now you've done it twice in a row and in first 2 weeks in a row, so you've definitely got the target on your back this season.
Every race, if you're going to keep this sort of domination, I know the targets gets bigger and bigger every time, so I don't know if it's too good or not, and it's going to haunt me for the rest of the year or what, but you know, I'm obviously stoked because I felt good passing people and I felt good leading. It didn't seem like I could just hold my own if I sort of stuck it out.
Yeah, well, definitely had a good drive tonight, and qualifying a little bit further back in the field there. So was that planned just for a bit of fuel saving to start off and slowly work your way through the field, or?
Yeah, pretty much. It was a bit of the fuel saving cruising sort of mode. Not that it, like, track position is obviously vital anyway, but I wasn't too phased. It's just better just sort of roll through the throttle, and well, I think I used the clutch pretty much 95% of the time. Sort of use that sort of rolling speed to be able to sort of keep the tyres underneath me and save fuel, which obviously I did to get up to the front at the start. there was a couple of jobs doing the same thing, so I just sort of used them as my puller and got up to 5th place, obviously, in the first sort of run, and sort of continued it. And obviously it all changed when that caution came out just before that last set of, obviously the last set of stops. Because I was right in a peak position, but everybody seemed to have said something about their fuel, and I'm thinking, just freaking go into check and fill the tank right up. And it was 5 laps of the good when I was leading, so I had no problems. I just continued doing the same thing over and over again, just to keep getting to my racing line.
Yeah, well, you had a good run through the field with Matty Ray and even Barry Neal. Like you all worked well getting through, because there was a bit of a gap there sort of early on, and you all worked well, come through the field, and obviously come away with a win tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, all I had was about, I don't know, 20 minutes of a test session just prior to the service starting, and that's all. I just wanted to see how long my fuel would have lasted, and once I figured out that number, then I just sort of stuck to my guns and just continued it. Obviously the draft can save the draft can save an extra couple of laps here and there, so that's why I thought, I'll just qualify at the back and let it all play out.
Yeah, well, as I said, you're pretty happy with tonight, and couldn't be happier for you. 2 wins now from 2 races, so we'll let you have a shout out to your sponsors.
Of course, SRM Australia, of course, Matty Ray, unfortunately got sideswiped into the fence near the end while he could have been a 1-2. I think it did feel like that for a second, but of course, James Watson of TWRS is our main sponsor. Of course, Scotch's Race Fuel, Cut 6 Sticker Co, Moondog, and our 2 charities, Tears in Australia and Australia Alopecia.
Alrighty, well, thanks, Ruben, and well done on another job done for this week here at Charlotte. So congratulations on coming home first.
Win number 3 next week.
Well, you must have been shopping at Target. We don't have Target in New Zealand, but over in Australia, we've been shopping at Target, and got the Target now. So hopefully you kept the receipt for it.
I've got a bullseye on the nose, side, back, roof. Even the helicopter's going to have a bullseye with my name on it. So,
well, because we don't have Kmart. I jumped the gun there. Because we don't have the Target in New Zealand, you'll have to paint the Kmart on the back of your car instead.
I'll get Matty onto it.
Yep. Alrighty, well, we'll let you go and celebrate that one, and we'll look forward to next week's race, and hopefully we'll have you in the booth for a 3rd win.
Yeah, no, sweet as catches.
Thank you. Well, there you have it. That was our podium there for round 2 of the UES group, OzOvals V8 Supercar Series, and your winner, Ruben Phelps, Kate Donnelly 2nd, and Troy Davidson 3rd. So pretty good race there tonight, and the race once again came alive towards the end. The last sort of 25 laps was a pretty good run there, and could have been anyone for the podium there, James.
Yeah, it was really close. It was definitely a slow burn of a race. It was a lot of waiting for the action to happen, but when it was time, it happened. That was a pretty interesting finish. And also, I had no idea that you guys had Target. So for the longest time, I was sitting here wondering what the hell is he talking about, until I realized it's like, oh, huh. Today I learned.
Well, when I was a kid, went to LA and saw Target for the first time there, and ended up buying just a ton of Hot Wheels cars over there. But that was good. But we move on. Next week, going to be an interesting race next week. We go to Homestead, Miami. So looking forward to that race. That should be a good one.
Yeah, that one's going to be tough.
Oh, yeah. Tough. but a goodie. We'll see who brings the goods home for that one. But thanks for everyone tuning in tonight, and shout out to our sponsors once more. So UES Group, TWR Setups, 131 Web Radio Network, everything simulated. Kobe Jordan in the booth with us behind the scenes, putting on the show on Inside Lane Productions, and I missed that one, Cobes. BMG, so Berling Motor Group there. And thanks, James, for joining me for another week in the booth.
Yes, sir.
Well, we wish everyone a good week, and we'll catch you next week.
You experience the silence and the serenity, but then the suspense builds as you anticipate a field of 600 horsepower V8s dominating on NASCAR ovals. This is the OzOvals V8 Supercar Oval Racing Series. Are you ready?
And we are on the green here at Phoenix Raceway. Oh, blown motor. Stick a fork in him, he's done. Karma being served up there, I think. Oh, they've taken each other out there across the infield. This is tragic.